Hey guys, welcome to yet another video, and in this video we will be diving deep into the appearance settings of your Codex desktop. So while appearance settings does not sound like a much fun idea or much technical, or it does sound simple, but here as coders, as having to look into the terminal, into the display 24/7 while you code, while you build, appearance settings do matter, not just for the perspective of aesthetics, but some of the settings are also really helpful, and more customized experience is being provided once you configure these settings as per your needs. So we will be configuring out the same and figuring out how we can enhance our own experience in the Codex GUI or the Codex desktop application. So first I have launched the Codex desktop application, and then in order to configure the appearance settings I'm going to go to the settings option. Then I'm going to click onto this settings button right here, and I can click onto this appearance option, which will provide me all of the appearance settings in the Codex. Now, once in the appearance, the first thing that you see is obviously the theme. So you can choose between the light theme, the dark theme, or you can choose the system settings. As if the system is in light mode, then it will automatically turn to light or dark according to the system. Now you can also see the previews right here, like you can see the how the terminal currently looks within these dark modes and with the settings applied below. So without further ado, let's check out the other settings apart from theme. So here in the light theme you can see that these are the settings that we see right here. So I don't know why it is showing light theme even though my system is on dark, so I will just simply select the dark option. Now from here within the dark theme you have this import option, using which you can easily import the theme. So there are custom themes as well, which of which the syntax is given right here. Using the syntax you can import theme. So if someone has created a theme, you can easily export them and import them. You can copy this theme. So if let's say if I copy this theme, you can see that the dark theme has been copied, and I can simply share it to someone, and then they can simply paste it like this, and they can simply click onto this import button. So basically this is the export theme button and this is the import theme button. If you wish to copy the theme from someone, they will need to copy the theme and provide you the text, and you will need to click onto this import button and simply paste the text and click onto this import option, and you will see the message like this. Now apart from that we have this accent color as well. So you can see this determines the accent color. You can simply determine the hex value, or you can choose from here as well. So you can see if I change the accent color, you can see how it's gonna look like. You can see within this particular preview the accent color. So for example, let me choose this one, which looks more like Photoshop. Now in the background color you can change the same as well. Currently it is set to dark, so let's say I'm going to simply make it extra dark by keeping it all the values to 0. Then we have the foreground option. You can simply change the foreground values as well. You can see that I can make all of this text red, or maybe let's say green for a more hacker like look. So you can see this is how it's going to look. Then we also have let me just quickly reset it. If I have the option, just simply choose the white option so that I can easily navigate right now. Okay, then we have the UI font. If you wish to change the UI font, you can simply change it from here. You can simply type in the font name, and similarly you can also type in the code font as well. We have the translucent slide bar. So you can see this sidebar is currently translucent. If you don't want to make it translucent, you can simply disable that or enable that as per your need. I'm going to simply disable it. We have then the contrast settings as to if you wish to increase or decrease the contrast. So increased contrast looks like this, whereas decreased contrast looks like this. I'm going to give it just a bit of contrast. Then we have use pointer cursors. So this changes the cursor to a pointer when hovering over interactive elements. So when hovering over any interactive element, the cursor will be changed to a pointer. So this basically helps you determining where the cursor actually is. Then we have this reduce motion option, which helps you to reduce animations or match your system. So if you think that even Codex is being a little harsh on your machine, especially if you are running any ARM specific processor, and then you can enable it simply so that the animations or the motions gets reduced. Then you have the UI font size. From here you can determine the font size, for example like increasing it or decreasing it. Like you can see here, you have the code for font size, so you can also determine the size of the code which is visible. You have the diff markers, used which use colored bars and backgrounds or show plus and minus symbols on each changed line. So basically when the codex works on any particular file, you can see that the changes in the lines are shown by red, which means the deleted lines, and the plus as green lines, like the added lines. Then apart from this, we also have this pets option, which says codex selected. Like you can simply drop it down and see that pets are also part of codex. So you can see currently my pet is codex, but if I want, I can have these pets as well. And apart from that, you can also have your own pet. If you click onto this create your own pet option, and from here you can type in the details about pet, so you can uh, determine its stats, its appearance, and other things as well. So this was pretty much it about the configurations for the appearance settings. I hope this video was helpful to you. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.